Welcome back, crypto enthusiasts. Man, I've taken a little bit of time off, especially from trading a little bit because there's just been so much crap going on in the market that's silly. But let's look at the market and we'll talk a little bit about what is going on. So if I pay attention to some of the big hitters here, Bitcoin over the last 24 hours is down 2.3%. Ethereum is down 2%. Tether not moving, which is good. It's supposed to be pegged at the dollar. Binance, the United States government's kind of going after big leveraging because you really shouldn't be able to leverage 100x, 150x because you're almost instantly going to get liquidated, and it's gambling at that point. And trading really shouldn't be gambling. It should be more on the realm of trying to make money, right? You should have, with technical analysis and a little bit of information on the news, you should have an upper hand at least. And that's why I'm a big believer in a little bit longer trading, bigger time frames, talking about the daily to the weekly to the monthly, a trend setter, right? As opposed to being a day trader. It's called a swing trader when you have those longer times. Polygon down 1%. Solana has been hit 3.3%. So some of these guys are still down about 60-ish percent from their all-time highs. I mean, Ethereum, I wish everybody did grab Ethereum when Ethereum got down to, what did Ethereum get down to? Good to see that the S&P 500 is still over 4,000 in my book. This is something that I know everybody wants to see a giant crash, right? They want to see everything tank and the housing market tank and blah, blah, blah. Guys, interest rates are already at 7%. You're going to entirely kill the economy if we get to Powell's 15%, what he wants. We're already in a recession, but I think things are in a slow tick up. If you've heard me talk on this channel, I talk a lot about things go down much faster than they go up, right? And a lot of people, especially now because of TikTok, Instagram, you name it, we want instant gratification. You can't go take a shit without bringing your phone and swiping through stuff because you don't want to be bored, right? So people want to invest in stuff and they want an instant reaction, okay? But keep in mind, things like Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, they almost went bankrupt. Netflix, before they took off. And if you want to talk of one of the richest people in the world, one of the top 10, a huge billionaire, Warren Buffett, his strategy of buying good shit and buying lots of it and holding on to it forever has made him billions of dollars. I think his net worth is right around 100 billion. He's right up there with Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, etc. Even though Elon Musk is like the richest guy in the world. And I'm digressing because actually who could potentially be the richest person in the world is Satoshi. But my point I'm getting across is that we are over being in the bear market. Like, we're still stagnant, but we're not going to see another low of 3,500. And if we look at Ethereum, I really wish a lot of people bought Ethereum when it was under $1,000 down here. Like, we got down to 800, right? So it is now at $1,800. This is where I really wish people should have gotten in around this area, but everyone is scared to do so. And personally, right now, this is a decent time to still get into Ethereum because my price target for Ethereum is $10,000. $10,000 for Ethereum in the next bull market. So if I do this in a logarithmic scale here, $10,000 is going to be way the heck up here. So we're going to see a target right around here coming into the next 2 years. That is my target for the next 2 years is Ethereum. So it's just trying to buy more, right? And truthfully, all of my Ethereum is staked. All of my Ethereum is staked with platforms. So I am making about $7,000 a month, not a month, but a year off of the 4%. So if you just had a node and you had 32, which you have to have quite a bit, $60,000, well, you'd make 1.2, right? So I've got a little bit over double what that is. in Ethereum, and I'm going to hold on to it forever because it is potentially one of the savings grace of what crypto is. Because truth be told, everyone, I know even some of my friends in crypto, they talk a lot about just it has to be decentralized and whatever, but the percentage of the people that are for complete decentralization, we can't just go move to a hidden island and not be and actually make a living and be wealthy. Like the top 1% of the 1% are able to do that. People that bought Bitcoin in 2009 to 2015 can do that. But anyone that got in afterwards, unless you invested a couple $1,000,000, you don't have the liquidity to do that. So you need to play ball a little bit and just realize that, hey, big wigs are going to get involved. And truthfully, crypto has already been somewhat infiltrated by centralization with big money where they own a good portion. I think the last statistics I heard was that of all the Bitcoin out there, about 40% of it is owned by big corporations. You know, look at what the governor of Florida is going through with Walt Disney, and Walt Disney owns so much. They're not just Disney. They are it's interesting that a couple of the big billionaires, you will never see them in the media's eyes, but they own so much, and so they can influence so much. And with this debt ceiling deal that's going down, really the biggest potential is if our government here in the United States decides to default on their loans without raising the debt ceiling, which is essentially, hey, we need to be given the opportunity to borrow more money, not just print money, but just borrow more money so that we can pay our debts, right? It's robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's stupid how it happens, but again, that's why we're a big proponent of Bitcoin in general, because there's only 21 million of them ever. So that's why I do think that a good portion of people's investment portfolios should be in that stuff. And I'm not super popular because I have the consensus of you need to be able to just hold on to stuff forever and buy as much as you can. And you're not really worried about 200% gain. You're just a compound effect of 10, 5, blah, blah, blah. But if the government does not raise their ability to borrow, well, everything that Joe Biden has done is going to be taken away from him. You know, not to say that he's really done much. It's more of he needs to get out of office so that we can have the good old days. I know so many Democrats and Republicans that were making damn good money during the pandemic. Everyone, myself included, Bitcoin was almost at 70,000. Ethereum was almost at 5,000. Like, housing was booming. And there was, I mean, granted, it was a little bit out of control. Everything needed to come down. But there was money to be, everyone felt rich, even if they weren't. Now people are having a hard time, you know, buying groceries because of how expensive it is. But I do think that they're going to pass this because the implications of them not is going to just put a big sore on all of the Biden administration. And truthfully, if I'm just being honest, we need to just get him out of office. I am a conservative. I'm probably going to vote for Trump unless DeSantis ends up getting the Republican Party deal there. But my point is, you guys really, if you're looking at any sort of a crypto right now, Ethereum is the safest one to try to buy, and it's got the most headway for being able to make decent gains. I know a lot of people want to go way down here and hope to find the new Dogecoin or blah, 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 but if you want to just compound your money by 100% to 1,000%, I would say with fairly low risk and be able to make money off of that, it's definitely Ethereum, and it's why it's my biggest position as well. But that's really what not to give any financial advice here. This is, if I were you, that is my opinion for this. And guys, I will probably continue to show more of the news and some of my trades and everything continuing. I just haven't been... I've been taking some time off. But anyway, this is Johnny Crypto. I'm here to help you guys make some money. And we'll get into some stocks and everything right now because I am a big believer right now of Tesla. Tesla, everything that they are doing, Tesla is something that, man, I think is a massive opportunity on just as much as Ethereum is. We were at $400. Now it's at a 50% sale here. And you really think Tesla's going anywhere with their homes, their solars, their cars, the technology, the Neuralink, blah, 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 owning Twitter, whatnot. This is a huge corporation that's only going to continue to go up with inflation. So if I had to pick a tech stock, it would definitely be Tesla. If I had to pick a crypto, it was going to be Ethereum. Till next time. Johnny Crypto.